We're making the Korean national dish. This one's called vegetable bibimbap. We've been watching Korean TV, and we watched a cooking show from Korea called, what was it called?
Class Wars. Culinary Class
Wars, that's what it was. Michelin chefs against regular people. And we've discovered that in Korea, they have a national dish. And it's
Bibimbap.
called bibimbap.
Bibimbap.
Fortunately, I found a recipe. And we're going to be trying out America's Test Kitchen's recipe for vegetable bibimbap with nurunji. Apparently nurunji is short grain rice with a crust on the bottom of it. Anyways, it takes all this stuff. It's a vegetable dish. It takes mushrooms and cucumbers and sprouts. We make like pickles out of that stuff, and then you fry that stuff. Oh, I forgot the carrots. You gotta have carrots. You can't have bibimbap without carrots. You also gotta have like 3 carrots. That they make a sauce with this, and then you cook those, and you cook those, and you cook those, and then you also have the eggs that you put slide on top, and then you do the mixing. Apparently, bap means mix. So.
And what's bin? Vegetable mix.
I don't even know. It's bibim.
Bibim.
Bap. We're all about the bap. Anyways, I gotta cut the ends off of this and scoop the guts out of it, and then cut them in half and slice them on the bias. Chop everything up and make some pickles. Short grain rice. We had a heck of a time finding it. Don't waste the short grain rice.
Yeah, they're such little bags. The only short grain rice we saw at Publix at Walmart, we didn't see any. Supposed to use equal portions.
Okay, so there's
only 2 cups.
2 cups.
Or just have 2.5. 2.5.
Yeah, so the 2.5 cups is what I need.
So each of these little bags are just 2 cups, and 2 cups is usually what we make.
Do I dare you not do 2.5 cups?
I don't know. That might be the best part of it.
All right, there we go. We'll follow the recipe this time. If we think it makes any kind of difference, we'll
enhance it in the future.
If we decide we like it.
If it's a recipe we say.
It's a vegetable recipe. Num.
Yeah, I like to eat a vegetable.
Yeah.
We strive to eat more.
Me and Jalen love vegetables. I'm just kidding. I like vegetables a lot more. Jalen doesn't brag about he hasn't eaten a vegetable in 10 years. Even my buddy Doug.
2.5 cups of the rice, along with.
It says 2.5 cups of water. Didn't say to rinse it or anything like that. Put that here, and it says in the instructions for the rice. Where does it say for the rice? Rice, water, and salt to a boil, and we're putting in 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna bring that to a boil over high heat. Keep an eye on that. We'll set the timer for 5 minutes so I can look at it. neat. Yeah, the recipe actually just calls for 1 cucumber. I like a lot of cucumber usually, so I'm going to put 1.5 cucumbers in and then eat the other half of this one. No. For the rice, bring the rice, water, and the salt to a boil in a medium saucepan or high heat. Cover, reduce to low. Cook 7 minutos. All right. Well, we're still looking for it to do its thing. Ouch. It's just a thin slice it on the bias. We believe bias means diagonal.
Getting bigger.
What, thicker?
Longer.
Oh, longer. Less bias. I'm non-biased.
It did come to boil in 5 minutes. Is it boiling enough?
All right.
So what now?
All right, wait till it comes to a good boil, which is almost there. Just over high heat, bring it to a boil, it says. Stir before you do this, so you stick at the bottom.
I thought it was supposed to be crusty.
Well, no, that's the thing. You do this. Okay, we're gonna call that, yes, definitely boiling. And put a lid on it. We're gonna reduce it to low, as it says, and put the timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
And we'll see what happens. It was just a little over 8 ounces. But it's that much over 8 ounces, so yeah, okay. That's for about half of them. Yeah.
What will you do with the rest of that?
Yeah, good question, right? There we
There's
go.
some lettuce. Maybe we can make a salad of sorts.
Yeah. You should get our own sprouts. Sprout makers. That's for a cup. And this one, we're gonna hit it with a little salt and pepper to begin with.
Calls for apple cider.
Yeah, calls for apple cider vinegar. With the mother. Give them a nice toss. There's the sauce. Put them in a bag, push out the air, and let it sit in the fridge for at least half an hour, if not up to a day. I had these bean sprouts for a day, and I didn't think they were the best looking when I got them. You know, like most fresh, but I had a heck of a time even finding bean sprouts.
They're always at Southgate.
Yeah. At least a half an hour, up to a day. Probably wouldn't hurt even more. Maybe some garlics. I forget how many garlics is it? I forgot to include garlic in the original group photo, but it goes with all that stuff too. Garlic. I forget how many it said to use. Let me see. Where's the... I forgot to add the
sugar. 2 tablespoons. It's a white granulated sugar.
One, 2. And they called for a lot more salt than I added. They called for a 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
You just did a shake?
Yeah, I just did a shake. So I'm gonna put a whole teaspoon in. Yeah, I'm gonna put a whole teaspoon in. Go ahead and even get her. Now I'm gonna give it a good shaker. It's the end! It's the end! At least 15 minutes.
Let it sit 15 minutes before you open it.
That's what he says.
Making the chili sauce, we need a 1/4 cup of the gochujang sauce.
Gochujang?
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
1/4 cup. There's not much more in there. Is
You're no kidding.
Have you ever tasted it?
I have not, have you?
No. Looks like ketchup. I'm afraid of it.
It is grainy.
Looks grainy.
It's not bad. It's mild. It's kind of sweet.
Oh, it is. I thought it'd be spicy.
Oh, there's some spice there.
Oh, yeah, and the after.
On the back of your throat, it's kind of spicy, but yeah. It's there.
I have some cookies that is made.
Gochujang? Gochujang cookies.
Oh, it's spicier as it sits.
Yeah. Okay. The Koreans are like, yay! Got her.
Teaspoon of sugar. Teaspoon of sugar.
A little bee, a big bee in the middle. Okay, teaspoon of sugar. What else?
And then 3 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of sesame.
3 tablespoons of water.
Tablespoons of sesame oil.
We have toasted sesame oil. Nicely toasted. We're supposed to just stir that together
Yeah, and set aside.
and set aside. All right, we can do that.
Sesame is strong.
Yeah, no kidding. I was just smelling it. All right, it says to do that. Oh no, that's
Now
good.
taste it.
Let me use a different finger. Hey, baby. That's better. I mean, it's milder and sweeter and.
Ooh, it's so spicy though.
That's good.
You can taste the sesame.
Yeah.
It's thinner, but ooh, spicy.
So there's that.
Set aside. Now we're starting to work on the vegetables.
The scallions are so tiny. I'm gonna use a couple extra.
It calls for 3 scallions. We're using 5. They are small, so you just gotta wash them up and then mince them.
You gotta inspect your produce. Your always grading. I'm grading. Is that good enough? I think it is good enough. I'm not sure.
And it says minced.
Minced.
A little, I guess.
Okay, so I'll chop it in rounds and then go back over it a few times.
Okay. Slice or ring.
Yeah, because from what I saw, you make this sauce here, and then you use 1/3 of it and you cook your carrots in it. And then you use 1/3 of it and you cook your mushrooms in it. And you use 1/3 of it and you cook your spinach in it. And then you keep each of those separate. And then, after you get your rice out, after the 15-minute set time, you heat a couple, either teaspoons or tablespoons of oil in the Dutch oven.
It's going to go back over because it says minced. Fine chop.
Yeah, fine chop. Is it a medium bowl, small bowl?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really say. It just says stir together.
Okay.
We got to add a little bit.
What else we got to go in here?
What goes in here
The garlic.
is the water, a half a cup of water,
All right.
3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 3 garlic cloves
Here's a half a cup of water.
minced, and a tablespoon of sugar.
Here's a half a cup of water.
Half a cup of water, 1 tablespoon of sugar.
We're using low sodium soy sauce because that's what
How we ran out.
That's what we got. It's still pretty salty stuff, to be honest. Because regular soy sauce is like the saltiest salt you can ever salt. I heard if you could chug a nice good sized bottle of regular soy sauce and not throw up, you could die from the sodium.
And then 3 garlic cloves minced.
Oh no, I gotta put
3 cloves of garlic minced.
Looks pretty minced.
A little extra, some of ours are little.
And our garlic.
And then this sauce is divided into thirds and used to cook up each of the different vegetables individually. The mushrooms, the carrots, and the spinach. So now we're gonna work on our carrots. It says about 3, so 3 or 4 carrots. 3 carrots, about 2 cups. It says peeled and shredded. We have a matchstick maker, matchsticker.
Really like the matchstick.
Let's see if we can get some up close. Matchstick. I can't.
See, it's got teeth that go down. Thing about the matchstick carrots, there's always like this little bit.
Yeah, that's the part that we dip in ranch.
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 You and your ranch tooth.
Yeah, because that's a lot, actually.
And I can take my knife and actually.
Do a little extra chop on them to make them not too big.
Looks to be about 2 cups, don't you think?
cups.
Mm-hmm.
Our 3 carrots, even with our
Leftovers.
Yum,
And
yum, yum.
you can, if you want. Even those are kind of fat.
Yeah. I would run them with the big grater slicer thing. To give them a...
Yeah, it says to discard the stems.
Gently watch.
It's an 8-ounce package. We're using all of them. But just the caps. Rinse the dirt off that you grew on the chicken poop. I watched a special on it. Apparently there's a town in Pennsylvania that loves to grow mushrooms.
Pat dry?
I always do because, you know, mushrooms are funny about soaking up a lot of moisture.
Set the cap down.
I hadn't decided. What do you think?
It seems like they'd be more stable.
Buns
cap
up?
down. Yeah.
Buns,
like that.
buns up.
Thin slice. Could you just buy sliced ones?
I could have. Then we wouldn't be fancy, would we? Because you know why?
Going fancy like
We
that.
fancy. That's right.
Do more chop or
Well, that's it. That's it. And this is 8 ounces. Only 8 ounces. Oh, call for 10 ounces.
inflation.
Inflation. All right, we're gonna use that.
Teaspoon. I guess a teaspoon per vegetable.
All right, that's fine.
Until shimmering.
Better get
You
shimmery.
got a rice in there.
You got a rice? Where?
Dropped a rice.
Is it a shimmer?
Yeah, I see it shimmering.
Shimmerating? She says she sees it shimmerating. We're gonna get one of these.
Oh, I thought it was hand. Add our carrots.
Give it a good stir. Got my 1/3 cup.
1/3 cup of the scallion mixture. Cook. Stirring frequently until the carrots are slightly softened and the moisture has evaporated. About 1 to 2 minutes. Smells good.
Garlic, soy sauce. Sesame.
So do you serve all these vegetables on the table separate?
No, the way it works is that's the back part is the mixing.
Okay. We don't mix it
You mix it at the table.
per serving?
Well, it says you can mix it here and then serve it in individual bowls, but that's probably not how the deals work. Just a minute. But he cooked this, and it says using a slotted spoon to take it out of here and wipe the pot clean each time. Take the reserved juices. I think it says that, doesn't it? Stir,
Use it.
soften, moisture, evaporate.
Use it until the moisture is
Slotted
evaporated.
spoon, translucent smoke. Yes.
Then it says to heat a teaspoon of oil in an out-empty pot until simmering. And do the same thing.
No problems.
You gotta get all your little small bowls out.
Still quite a bit of moisture in there. Boy, you say it's quite evaporated, don't you?
Soften.
All right. softened. Cheer it. Oh, yes, cheer it. Turn that on. Slaughteration.
That's what we got there. Next we'll be doing the same thing with the mushrooms. Gonna redo it. Teaspoon of oil. Let it get nice and hot.
Nope.
Just a little bit. And it's gonna have excess.
Around there. Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Yeah. Thereabouts. Here we go.
And we're gonna add our mushrooms.
So these are baby bellas.
Baby bellas. And more of our scallion mixture, a 1/3 cup.
Another 1/3 cup.
Ooh, that's one of those. And it says 3 to 4 minutes. No longer.
Bibimbap, bibimbap.
Well, if we don't mix it and let everyone mix it together, they can delete the mushrooms.
The last couple times that we've had things that have included the
Yes, but we chopped them real little and they hit up into the recipe. These look like a mushroom.
they do kind of look like a mushroom. Alright, I mean it's a vegetable bibimbap. It's a place to hide it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that
Just saying.
you don't have to tell me.
Well,
It says kids. Well, I know, but then they'll be in my ear
Yeah,
that
sure,
they're hungry.
short order cooking. That's when they basically point to the cereal.
We're out of cereal.
Went to the store. Hey, while you're there, here, pick up this stuff.
It made more liquid. Maybe that's why it says
3 or 4 minutes?
longer, because it like pulls the
Takes a
liquid
while,
out,
Oh yeah, the mushrooms have a lot in there.
and then it's got to cook off. Cook off. More liquidy.
They're pretty juicy.
We still have 2 minutes. It did call for shiitakes. Perhaps they're not as juicy as a bella.
Just do it pretty wet and then just keep cooking them for a second, I think.
There we go. That looks dried up. Turn it off. Transfer it to a small bowl. We're gonna add another teaspoon of oil
Yep.
and get our spinach going. You're gonna break this spinach up a little as you put
Nope.
it in
Them's baby spinaches. 10.
there. 8 to 10 ounces.
8 to 10 ounces.
Add spinach and your remaining scallion mixture to coat the spinach. Would be around a 30 cup. Cook, stirring frequently until the spinach is completely wilted, but still bright green. Okay, about 2 minutes. Okay, 30 ounces. About 2 minutes.
It's gone. It's all gone.
Wow. It went away.
It's just gone.
It's wilty.
Well, okay, I'm gonna call that good.
And it just says to take out with a slotted spoon and discard any remaining liquid. Now we wipe the pot clean with paper towels afterwards.
And?
Well, I mean, before we couldn't. Okay, so we got our vegetables all done. Wiped out our pot with paper towels.
I just washed that baby.
Oh, you just washed it? Now
So you heat 2 tablespoons of oil.
in your now empty pot over high heat until shimmery. Take 4 eggs.
Crack the 4 eggs into a bowl. No machetes. Been quacked. And 4 eggs.
Pop. And we're gonna take our rice.
Short grain.
Yes. You see. We're gonna put it in here.
There you go.
Press it into an even layer. Press it.
I'm gonna get pressing.
How are you gonna press it?
All right, so about 2 minutes timer. 2 minutes.
We're gonna
Well,
work on the eggs.
Want my crust deforming?
2 teaspoons of oil.
It says to heat it on low for 5 minutes.
So we're gonna keep it on high heat while we add our vegetables.
It says to arrange it in the pot
Oh.
in 3 separate piles.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought you spread it.
Oh, this is the whole thing. The mixing. That's the bat.
3 separate piles. That's why we are using a slotted spoon. They reduced. You don't want the juice. Now the carrots. And you reduce the heat to low.
You reduce the heat to low, you say?
Yeah.
And then it goes on.
Now we work on the eggs. The eggs will go on top. So that just goes on low while we work on our eggs.
It just goes on like this now?
Yeah, we just 2 minutes for runny yolks, 2.5 minutes for soft but set, and 3
This
minutes
hasn't
for
been 5
firm.
minutes yet though, has it?
It's on a really hot pan, and then we're just gonna do a soft and set egg, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, soft and set, sounds good.
Bibimbap, 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 bibimbap.
That is the rice. That's been 5 minutes worth of heat on low.
Yeah, don't even hardly
Yeah,
seem
it doesn't
hot.
hardly seem hot at all. We're gonna do
Add
it.
our 4 eggs.
It called for a 10-inch pan, and that's what this is. But for some reason,
And it says 2 minutes for runny, 2.5 minutes for soft, and 3 minutes for firm set.
I think they're full of crap.
Yeah, I think it's got to be like medium low. Did it say salt and pepper?
No, it didn't, but I'm doing it anyways.
We're doing 3 minutes? I can't see it cooking.
Yeah, me neither, man. It didn't even turn colors, man, when I put it in the
Usually
pan. Usually it goes sizzle, sizzle, fry, fry, or
Are
something,
you sure
man.
it's on?
Yeah, it's on. I had to turn it up to medium low.
It did say to cover and cook. There we go. Then do what? We slide the whole thing over?
Yeah, apparently we slide the whole thing over that.
Into that. We got 20 more seconds.
This is still pretty.
Because we like them without jelly.
Yeah, we don't want the whites. Of course, it's going to cook in the stuff a little bit when we go mixing it. So that's, but that can do well.
Might be good. Maybe a little.
All right, we're going to call that good.
Call that good. We will cook up more as once it gets stirred in a little bit.
To release, should be able
At least slid in on the top. Let's see. Oh, looky. It's all gonna get stirred in. Alright.
Let's see.
Now it says 2 tablespoons of chili sauce over the eggs, drizzle. You just stir it with that and then gochujang chili sauce drizzled over the eggs. Ooh, that's 1. That's 2. There we go. There's the pretty. And now it says to without disturbing the crust, so don't go all the way to the bottom. Use a wooden spoon to stir the rice, vegetables, and eggs until combined.
Here's my wooden spoon. I'm gonna get stirred.
You gonna poke the eggs, or just don't go all the way to the crust. That rice is thick anyhow. Dish it up and get some of the rice crust. Is that the bibimbap?
I'm not sure.
And then we put our pickles, and I don't think I need any more gochujang on mine. Unless I have to. For the picture.
Alright. There's that.
Alright. Now I guess we can turn it off. We're gonna serve it up.
Get the pickles.
Let's get the pickles.
Look for that crust there.
Or do we serve it with the stuff and then add the crust?
Well, I'm not sure. What's it say? Close up.
Crust? Kind of? No?
It seems like it.
Crustier.
Seems, yeah, I hear it being crunchy.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. And then maybe I don't need quite all that.
Yeah. Pretty picky. This is our bibimbap. Alright.
And then it says to serve it with pickles.
Ooh, that's a lot of pickles. And then drizzle with gochujang. That's a lot. Alright.
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap.
I feel the crunchies. Oh yeah, I feel the crusties. Definitely there.
Oh no, I lost some stuff.
very different.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Wow. Made vegetarian. Yeah, well, it's eggs. With eggs.
Yeah, vegetarian. It's just not vegan.
Well, bibimbap. Bibimbap.
Bibimbap, bibimbap.
Guys, enjoy.